Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today's video we are going to be talking about the Object 268. This tank of course got buffed recently, and sorry, I mean the Object 263, not the Object 268, completely different tanks. Sorry. Alright, but this tank recently got buffed and also nerfed in update 8.2. Wargaming said they wanted to make this more of an assault tank, which of course already was what this tank was. It's literally called the YOLO wagon because you just YOLO into the enemy and attack them head on and hope you don't die. But I guess they thought it could use even more, some even more, buffs and stuff to make it more of a tank for that. So what they did is they gave it another 100 HP, which I think it definitely needed. 1750 HP. Yeah, that's pretty rough, man. That is not a lot of HP for a tier 10. As well, they gave it a little bit more armor on the sides of the tank. Those strips of the side were buffed by 20 millimeters. That helps it more with side scraping and just not getting HE'd in the side as much, just giving it an all-around stronger armor profile. As well, they buffed the gun mantle on this tank, which was as well pretty weak, and if you shot it with most tanks that had decent pin, you would be able to pin through that even without premium most of the time. So it's a good thing they buffed that as well. But as well, they wanted people to not camp in the tank, so they nerfed the accuracy, which I really don't think they should have done that. Wargaming keeps nerfing tanks' accuracy. Accidentally switched to APCR there, by the way. Did not mean to do that. Wargaming keeps nerfing the accuracy of tanks. They did this to the mouse too, because they don't want people camping in the tanks. To me, that's just stupid. The tank should have good accuracy. That doesn't mean you have to camp in the tank. And the people who are dumb enough to camp in the tank that you should be aggressive in aren't really going to give a crap how good the accuracy of the tank is. So I do think that was a pretty stupid thing to do, because the accuracy really isn't that good now. And it struggles, especially on the move. It really struggles to hit shells on the move, which I think is kind of one of the points of this tank, is to hit shells, while it's YOLOing in on the move. So I don't think that was a good nerf, like a good idea, definitely for the tank. Overall, though, do I think the tank is better or worse than before the update? Honestly, I think it's about the same. I think the armor buff and the HP buff were two things that really were needed. They definitely should have happened earlier, and I think the accuracy nerf was definitely not needed. I really wish they hadn't have nerfed the accuracy to this tank. Nice win right there. We did get a decent game there. Wasn't anything crazy. 3.4k damage, or about that. But yeah, I really don't think Wargaming should have nerfed the tank. It really, like I said, wasn't needed. I don't think it helps with people to not camp at all. I think it just makes it struggle to hit shots when it's on the move and when you're trying to rush in. Because if you want to hit those shots, you have to stop, wait for it to aim in, and then shoot, unlike before where it was pretty dang accurate and you could just YOLO in, moving around, and hit the shells quite accurately. But yeah, 263, I love this tank though. I am very glad that they did buff those two things on the tank. I think it was definitely needed. Or, I mean, not like the tank was bad at all, by any means at all. This was not a bad tank. This tank is amazing. One of my favorite tanks in the game. But like I said, I really don't think that accuracy nerf was a good idea. I hope they, I doubt they will, but I hope they buff back the accuracy, because it really was sad when that I noticed how bad the accuracy was compared. But yeah, this, I'd say, one of the best TDs out there. Probably this, and that was an unlucky shot, by the way. I'm not sure what happened there. Probably this. I need to try the E3 also after the nerf. It really didn't seem like it did anything to me, because I've been trying to pin the hatches of E3s, and it seems exactly the same to me. So I really don't think that nerf did anything to the E3, so that is still most likely the strongest TD at tier 10. This is probably I would say the second strongest tier 10 TD, maybe even the strongest. I mean, it depends on if you like the E3, the more hold down armor profile thing, or the more YOLO in. I'm more of a YOLO in sort of player, so I like playing this tank more than the E3, just because you have that DPM and that just the speed and everything. But they're both amazing tanks. Let me know your thoughts on what you think the best tier 10 TD is. Another good tank, let me think, for tier 10 TD. I mean, there's really nothing else that's like OP for Tier 10 TDs. Most of them are just pretty good. Like, you've got the Grill, that's pretty good. The Jagdpanzer, I think it's pretty good. The Foch is okay. The Foch is okay. It's not actually my favorite Tier 10 TD out there. And then the WZ it's okay. It's not really that good of a tank, though. They did buff that a lot, though, so I will see how that is performing and everything. 263, decent tank as well. Pretty good. But yeah, this is definitely one of the stronger tank destroyers at Tier 10. And it's just a lot of fun to play. I mean, you could see this battle. I just YOLO'd in. Just YOLO'd in to have fun. I do farm the mouse here because I am greedy, yes. I did get the ram a little bit of damage on that Grill also. But I am just wanting to farm up damage on this mouse. But yeah, the 263 I think is a great tank. And I'm glad that they did do these buffs. Let me know your thoughts on it down below. I think this is definitely one of the strongest Tier 10 TDs now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.